Welcome to my Chase Hag guide, or CHAG as some people like to call it. This build improves Hag's gameplay, making it funnier and more enjoyable to play. As most people know, Hag can be a very underwhelming killer due to both boredom while playing her and her effectiveness during matches. In this video, I'm going to try change that. With this build, we are super speedy at 117.5% movement speed compared to normal killers moving at 115%. We become the fastest moving killer in the game without using our M2. We'll also be body blocking survivors with our traps instead of teleporting, only putting them at key spots like in front of vaults or between pallets or in very tight hallways where a survivor can't possibly get past. Hag is the least played killer in Dead by Daylight, even less than Freddy and Twins. The many survivors have never actually experienced the CHAG, which only makes this variant of her even better. Let's explain the perks and add-ons. Our first two perks are the well-known Spirit Fury Enduring combo. Spirit Fury allows us to kick 2 pallets and break the third for free, provided we get stunned by it. Be cautious of good survivors who know the counterplay to this combo, which is just pre-dropping pallets. Our next perk is Enduring, which reduces the time we are stunned by a pallet, which allows us to break a pallet quicker, or go around a pallet quicker and resume chase. Another option is to replace Spirit Fury with Sloppy Butcher. Survivors either heal through Sloppy, providing slowdown, or leave themselves vulnerable for 90 plus seconds. Both of these are good options. As for survivors dealing with Sloppy Butcher, they must play very cautiously, which is slowdown for you if they want to avoid getting hit. Another way to play around Sloppy as a survivor is if you are affected by Sloppy and being chased by the killer, you must recognize when you're about to go down and get in a locker or force yourself to get grabbed by the killer by medium vaulting a window or vaulting a pallet, much like versing a Tombstone Myers, as this will stop the Sloppy timer being reset to 90 seconds. I wanted to throw that explanation in as I see far too many survivors doing absolutely none of these things when I run Sloppy. Our next perk is Save the Best for Last. This gives us a 4% stacking faster blade wipe animation up to 32%, which also means we can resume chase faster after hitting a survivor and deal more damage faster if survivors group up. Sabo speeds have also been buffed recently, giving an indirect buff to save at high stacks. Be careful of good teams throwing the obsession at you to make you lose stacks. Our last perk is Deadlock. This perk blocks the gens with the most progress for 25 seconds after each gen is completed. This is a stall perk, which slows down the match considerably, giving you more time to CHAG. As for our add-ons, we're running the Waterlogged shoe, which hinders survivors by a massive 9% movement speed if they trigger a trap, and it increases our movement speed by a flat 7.5% throughout the whole match. It also stops us from teleporting traps. Our next add-on is the Scarred Hand, which when survivors trigger a trap, the hag that spawns from the trap is solid and body blocks them. I'm sure you can see the benefit in having solid traps that act like walls. As for the offering, this build really shines on smaller or indoor maps, but it's not essential. These styles of maps are good for most killers except a few. If you test this build and found it fun or helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Let's get into the gameplay. I hope you enjoy. Oh, we got Cold Wind. This is the CHAG. I guess one of the main things is you don't want to spend too much time setting up your traps. That just makes you susceptible to having someone follow you around and destroying them all. Just set up a few and then find them. You really don't want to dedicate too much time to setting up, because we don't need to. You drop the pallet. Free throw. We're a bit laggy. Quick down though, that was good. Set one up here. And there's a DC. And that is a major problem in DBD at the moment. People just give up instantly. Spotted a guy over here. They just did a invocation. This was going to be the unhooker, so this is a good choice. Nice. We'll get that fella out of the way. We got our Spirit Fury ready. Oh, we got... That's the lag right there. We're kind of ready for it, though. If you can stealthily set up your traps, it's not so bad. But if anyone's watching you, it's not a good idea. Head back over here. Our eyes out. We'll go for the Claire. She's the one that did the invocation. Set up a trap here. Tried to get stunned by it. Probably wasn't the best choice, but not that big of a deal. It's so much easier to do when you're not playing a 110 killer. It'd be nice to show you guys like people just running directly into the traps and how funny it is. There's got to be someone here. I've just seen her head. The bar. This one. We'll give that Jen a kick too. See how easily we're catching these guys? Got movement speed. This is a decently large map, like I'd say between medium and large. Easy hit. It's a pretty unsafe loop. Let's not chase that. There was an unhooker somewhere. The pre-fire. It probably would have been better to run Sloppy Butcher this much. Always be aware of like flashlighters and stuff. You could set up a trap just up here. Should body block them. They try to come up here again. Here's a Rebecca. I don't know what that guy's doing, eh? It's a shame that they're stepping on them when we're not there. You can get some really funny games on Hag. Let's take out the bot. Did the bot just trap me? That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's basically what happens. I can't believe they're on 1 gen already. Alright, the bot's gone. We've been playing a little bit of this build lately, and we just keep getting Almond and Garden of Joy and stuff like that, eh? Not the most enjoyable on any killer. Some games I get 3 map offerings from the survivors, and it's like Garden of Joy, Almonds, and you know, something else. Okay, these guys are probably like, how the fuck is this Hag catching us? Most people expect Hag to be, you know, super slow. Survivors love using the shack. A couple weeks ago, I versus Survivor, and he ran the shack 15 times in a match. He lived there. He literally lived there. His house. And we have a really bad gen thread. Wouldn't be surprised if they do get this done. Yep. See if we can win this. They're gonna go straight for the door. They healed, actually. We got a little bit of time. We hook this guy and get over there ASAP. I wouldn't be surprised if the Claudette's already on the door, though. Oh, they're a little bit late. Claude's on the door. I think we did pretty well for, you know, playing a cold wind map. These are like notoriously not killer-sided, I guess you could say. Lucky. GG's. I've noticed ever since they nerfed a lot of the gen regression perks, even if you run as a killer anti-gen rush build, you still get gen rushed. So like, there's just no point. There's no point in it anymore, unless you're playing a super mobile killer. I really hope they change something with that. But it sucks that the game's centered around the gens. They could make it so much better. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. It really helps. Take care.